Yeah, okay, so, uh, yeah, here I am stuttering. Shit. What was I gonna go? Oh yeah. Okay, so basically how this goes down is that we, oh yeah, oh, shit. I'm fucking up so bad. I can't even introduce ourselves properly. You know. Oh yeah, so I'm the anime hero, and who's my who's my friend here?
It's the same as always, Mr. Falcon Punch 996.
Oh man, I thought this time I was gonna talk to what was that other guy's name? Falcon Punch 9000 or something like that, or
Yeah, 9000,
yeah. Whatever happened to that guy?
I don't know, he disappeared.
Yeah, the same thing
He's a
happened
cool guy.
to the same thing happened with Manly Anime Hero. Like he hasn't uploaded anything in forever.
Oh yeah, what happened to that guy?
I don't know. I heard he retired,
Oh.
but that could
Oh no.
but that could just be rumors though. Or I heard something along the lines of that he had like a I don't know, he was on the run from the cops or something.
Oh my god, that's hardcore.
He's not a hero anymore.
Yeah, I also remember there was an anime villain. I wonder. Saw him once. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, I heard rumors that he's supposedly collaborating with that same guy who was part of that whole, writing bean incident.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, that guy. Oh no. But anyways, there is like some real sad piece of news that I found out yesterday.
Oh, which one?
Adam West.
Oh,
Oh, you know what makes it so worse?
yeah. What?
That same day was the premiere of a certain character in My Hero Academia.
Oh,
Yeah, it
yeah,
was the
that's
same day that
insane.
Stain showed up. I'm like, oh no. That was really bad timing. It's really messed up. But yeah,
But,
Adam...
Stain would have liked Adam West, I think.
Yeah, I guess so. Oh, that's true. He wouldn't go after Adam West. No, he wouldn't.
Yeah. No, actually, when I was thinking about it, I actually think Adam West, might have been my favorite live-action Batman.
Oh.
Now that I want to think about it.
So, what gave you the idea?
Well, see, I was reflecting on it, because I'm like, oh no, it's Adam West. Cause I wasn't sure if it was real or not, because you know how, sometimes your friends will tell you, oh, the celebrity died, and, you go Google it really fast, and, the person's alive or whatever. So, for a while, I'm like, is he really dead? Because I remember a friend of mine was like, oh yeah, John Cena died. I'm like, really? And
Wow.
no, John Cena's still around, So I wasn't sure, but then when I Googled it, it was confirmed. I'm like, oh no, and I was reflecting, because I have watched some of the original Batman, because I remember it was on a marathon way back in the day on this one channel, but I don't know. I was just kind of reflecting back on all the other live-action Batmans. I'm like, you know what? Adam West might have been one of my favorites.
It's kind of weird because I think his version is probably the more accurate to the Batman compared to the other live-action versions.
Yeah, because, we have the Michael Keaton one, which is also good, and then there's Christian Bale, but, I love the Dark Knight movies, but, I don't really think they're...
Yeah, I never really felt Batman, honestly, with Christian Bale. Yeah. Well, with all the Nolan films, he just didn't feel like Batman to me.
Yeah, see, the stories in them were fantastic and everything. Well, maybe except the third one. But, they weren't, they were more like Nolan's own thing. It wasn't really Batman. And then, we have our new Ben Affleck Batman, which didn't really have the strongest first impression.
Yeah, no, he's a more aggressive version, but I'm thinking, where's the hero side?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I don't like about a lot of American heroes right now.
Yeah,
or at least how they're represented in movies. They don't feel like heroes. Even the Avengers and everything, they're more lighthearted. But you don't really see them save people. They're more fighting against each other, or whenever they fight a villain, it's not really to save the world. It's just because, they have to.
Hurricane Polymer.
Yeah, they don't do anything heroic, They don't feel like heroes. They're just these people with powers that just have to go fight some aliens because...
It's their job.
They they have to. You know,
Well,
out
maybe
of obligation.
maybe Spider-Man will feel more. I think Spider-Man probably does feel like the most heroic out of everybody.
That's why I can't wait for Spider-Man.
Even
Spider-Man
more than
actually looks like legit.
even more than Captain America. You know, our fucking national symbol. Or
No,
Superman.
not anymore. He's a fucking Hydra.
Oh yeah, the traitor.
Which is like it's disgraceful. Like that. I mean, again, I don't know how it is in the comic, but when I heard that, that was like a major slap on the face. I'm like, come on, this man's supposed to represent the country, truth, justice, in the American way, and you're just going to make him a Nazi?
Yeah.
Fuck you, Marvel.
That just raises so many questions, and like, I don't think this makes sense, fellas. Oh no.
I mean, that means like Joker is more American than Captain America. You know, like, just think about that. Just think about that, because there's that one comic where he's just like, I may be a psychopath, but I'm American too. Like, it was a crossover, he's gonna go like Red Skull or something like that. So, yeah. Even the Joker doesn't like Nazis. So.
What the fuck? Yeah, and so getting back on topic with the other Batmans, because I mean, the Michael Keaton's cool, but I mean, you see how he treats criminals.
Yeah.
He's killing them left and right.
TV's Adam West.
Yeah, especially in Batman Returns, man. Like, gosh, like lights the damn guy on fire and then makes a guy explode with dynamite.
Yeah, actually, that's something people should compare. Which Batman was more brutal, the Michael Keaton or the Ben Affleck one?
I don't know. I think Keaton, because I know that Affleck was like branding him, because that's still pretty fucked up. But I don't know. Keaton actually did. You know, he did the whole job. He made him suffer, and then he.
Like, in the Batman vs Superman, I think he was like running over people with his car. The gangsters, I think he was like shooting them and everything.
Yeah,
his Batmobile. Which is weird. Like, you can have guns in your Batmobile, but you can't use guns outside of it.
Yeah, it's like
I'm like, that's kind of morally questionable.
Yeah, like, no, it's like it's my way around it. It's my loophole. Yeah. Well, you know, maybe it's the same thing, like, for fucking, Yellow Okuzaki's, like, I only roll a die, and that's how many bullets I use, but what about when you're in the car, in the guns? Like, I'll use as many bullets as I need.
The car is, like, the loophole for
it's like, you see, it's not really a gun, it's a car with the gun, so, yeah. Well, I mean,
the cars can't replace.
Yeah, I mean, like, in the Tim Burton film, like, he exploded the entire factory with a fucking bomb.
That's true.
So yeah, the whole Ace chemical plant, and everyone died there, and then obviously the people that he killed in the bell tower, he stamped the guy's head on the bell and then just made him fall.
Yeah, see, like, I don't know, now that I think about it, Batman hasn't really had a proper movie portrayal as a hero.
Well, I guess Mask of the Phantasm would technically count. That didn't go to theaters.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
Well,
but like live action.
Yeah, let's see. Forever. Let's see. There's still Forever and Robin. So I'm trying to remember Forever, but for some reason, when I think of Forever, all I think about is green because of you know who.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like it's the Riddler box, the box, and every home in America, and one day in the world. Oh, yeah, I remember that line, but. I don't know. I'm trying to think of the Val Kilmer and the George Clooney versions because I don't know. I need to watch those movies again at some point.
I mean, I don't remember the Val Kilmer one. I remember a bit of the George Clooney one, but I remember more of like that credit card scene.
Yeah, because the George Clooney. I remember I did not see that one in theaters. I know I saw like Forever in theaters. At least I think I did. But, yeah, I think that was the only Batman movie from back then that I saw in theaters, because I know the Tim Burton one, the very first one, I saw that on TV. And,
yeah, I saw most of them on TV.
Because there was even, like, a pretty cool, like, commercial bumper. It's the scene where Batman, you know, first shows up in the movie when you see the, against the two hobos, and he just shows off his cape.
Oh.
I think it's that scene, or was it another... I forgot which scene it was, but there's one point where it shows his cape, and it just looks very detailed, and it was like a pretty good way to like, we'll be back with Batman. But I'm like, oh. But I really can't remember anything about George or Val Kilmer, in all honesty.
Yeah.
I just remember the music for some reason. Like I just really like the themes they put in there. But Yeah, whatever. So yeah, because what I saw today was actually a couple hours ago. I just barely saw the '60s movie.
Oh.
Yeah, for the first time ever. But well, technically, actually, now I think about it, there is like one or two more other Batman, and they're in the Batman serials from like the '40s, I think. They're black and white. Because I seen one. I have one of them because I bought it like at a dollar store. And what's interesting about that, it's pretty racist.
Oh.
Yeah, because it was during around World War II, so you know we were pretty offensive to the Japanese. Yeah, so I was like, but what's famous about that it's the first time ever that the Batcave was introduced. I think in
Oh.
anything. Yeah. So, but anyways, the Adam West movie I saw for the first time, but I wanted to talk to Merlin because I think he's seen that film because I was kind of curious about the ending because it kind of ends like on a downer.
Oh.
Yeah, which I wasn't expecting, and then because the only other Adam West thing that I saw was the Return of the Cape Crusaders, and that actually ended with a bit of a downer note too, a bit. So it's kind of bittersweet thing, but there's a scene in the '60s movie where like freaking Batman loses his shit because he's kidnapped as Bruce Wayne, and there's this other woman's taken hostage, but it's secretly Catwoman, but he doesn't know that. But
Oh.
so he's tied up with all the all the four main villains there: Riddler, Joker, Penguin, and Catwoman. And Bruce is just like, I swear, if you have hurt her, I'm gonna kill you all right now. I'm like, oh, holy shit! Like throughout the whole thing, he was like such a nice guy, like very heroic person. And oh, by the way, the movie starts off right away with the whole shark scene.
Oh.
But if you think about it, like in world logic, like obviously it looks silly with a shark biting on Batman, but in world logic, that Batman could take a shark could take a shark bite and live and walk away from it.
Actually, yeah.
Yeah, it's like that Batman is like, hey, no other Batman can do that. It's like no.
Yeah, and this is before, like, Batman had all, like, the fucking, bulletproof
Yeah,
suits and all
God,
that tech.
God prowess, it could do anything. But here it's like, no, like a shark bit me. What a minor inconvenience.
Spray it off, man.
Yeah, it's like just walk it off. But yeah. So he was pretty mad in that one scene, and like so I was like, oh shit. But then there's another scene though, which I found pretty kind of like, wow, like Bruce, like Batman's like, I don't know, he seems like a lot more. That version seems a lot more, somewhat sophisticated. I think maybe that's the word for it. I think the closest one to that version might be like either the maybe not animated series one, but I think Brave and the Bold is probably closest to Adam West actually. To that mentality of like being like this very heroic person because the whole city like everyone's like okay with him. They don't see him like oh he's a vigilante. There's even a news reporter that called him a vigilante, and everyone's like backing up Batman like no, he is no vigilante, he works for the law enforcement. So it's like a pretty different world. And Batman's just like,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
Batman's awesome. He's like Superman if he was how Superman's supposed to be treated. But not in these
Yeah.
days. Superman's treated like, oh, he's a menace to society. He's gonna kill us all.
The way they're handling Superman just annoys me
Yeah, it's like I thought he
these
was supposed to be,
days.
like our most righteous hero. What the fuck's going on? I thought Batman was the one we were supposed to take out.
Yeah, like, honestly, like, the way they should have handled like, right now, All Might in the Hero Academia is a better Superman than actual Superman.
Yeah. Well, I find the Beavis movie. Oh, that's what I call Batman vs Superman. Just BVS. So to me, the Beavis movie is so strange because I feel like it's like you're trying to do like Return of the Dark Knight Returns, or Dark Knight Strikes Back. I forgot the title of the actual graphic novel, but yeah, the Dark Knight Returns. But it's like you reverse the roles of Superman and Batman because in that novel, Batman is the one that's a menace, and Superman has to take him out.
Right.
Here it's backwards. I'm like, guys.
Well, I mean, in a sense, they're kind of like both menaces in a sense.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. For a superhero movie, it's so devoid of like actual justice, and it's called Dawn of Justice.
Where's the
You don't get
justice?
that feeling. Yeah, like, where's the justice? It's like the most bleak superhero. I mean, like, come on, like.
No one knows how to.
I'm really passionate about superheroes, and just annoys me. I'm getting sick and tired of the whole, oh, superheroes, darkness, despair. I'm like, come on, I want to have fun. That's all I want.
I mean, you can still have darkness and despair, but make it colorful, or like, I don't know, still super heroic in some way. I mean, that's like even more of a reason why they need the heroes, because there's so much darkness. But, yeah.
Yeah, I know, yeah. Because, like, that's another thing I have a problem with DC. Like, they just lack color. It's annoying.
Yeah.
Like, save that for Batman. For Batman, okay, that's fine. Whatever.
Make it like Dick Tracy, you know? That's that's like a really colorful movie.
Yeah, but like, you know, Superman needs some color. Wonder Woman was kind of devoid of color, but I'm not sure if it's just because, you know, it was in like
yeah, I heard all that stuff, but Superman is definitely Superman's the one that needs the most color by far. Like that goes without saying.
And then Suicide Squad tried being colorful, but like
the
despite
posters.
having colorful costumes, the rest of the movie was like dark as fuck.
Yeah.
And then yeah, I'm just hoping for the rest of the movies to do good, like The Flash and Justice League. I'm really hoping for Justice League to be, you know, a real superhero movie where I can just be like, yeah, heroes, justice.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So far, Japan's doing a better job.
Yeah, I know. Japan.
Well, not all of them, but like, because the current like, I'm trying to think about this because like some of the more recent stuff, like from Tatsunoko, have been pretty bleak. Like, even Yetterman Knight, even though it's like the most heroic one thus far, it's like not too colorful either.
I mean that one to an extent is fine because it's like this
but
dark feature.
Yeah, but I mean like
color at the end, anyways.
Yeah,
I mean, still like.
I meant like stuff like Casher. I meant like stuff like Casher and Sins, but well, then again, Crowds was actually pretty damn colorful. But the thing with Crowds, the thing is Crowds is though like it has the color, but it doesn't have the heroes. So like, oops.
See, Crowds was more after its own like I think it was more of the like ideology was more the whole point of the whole thing.
Yeah.
The whole like voting and.
Yes.
Technology, social media, all that. It was more pushing for that.
You know, which might have more relevance now than when it first premiered, maybe. Because like especially
it still had somewhat of a relevance.
Yeah, but I think
like, now more than ever, especially.
Yeah, what I was thinking more now because of the whole like presidency that was. If only that premiered like last year, then that would be more impactful rather than when it came out. But. Oh well, but anyways, back to Batman. Oh yeah, the scene I was gonna mention. I completely forgot. Yeah. Okay, so this is kind of a strange scene where they have like these. The villains have like this device that could dehydrate people, and it just reduces them into it's a one-shot kill basically that turns them into like dust. And what the Penguin was doing, he used his henchmen on it, so he was thinking of rehydrating them. So, you know, basically, like, you could carry them anywhere. And basically, he made up this whole ruse that, so he could be caught by Batman and Robin, taken to the Batcave, and then unleash his henchmen there. And he's able to, so he adds water to make them, like, come out. And, but the thing is, as soon as the henchmen touched anything, they just died. So yeah, and then, they just died because, like, I don't know, something about their atoms or something was unstable, and then, like, and then Ron was asking him, like, are they ever gonna, Batman, does that mean they ever come back? And he just nods at it, just looks like really sad and saying, like, not in this universe. Like pretty much telling, yeah, they're not coming back. And he even ends the line by saying, like, there are things that man must not, like, I forgot how he said it, but it's like, how did he put it? Basically says something along the lines that man cannot play God. Something along those lines. I forgot the exact wording, how he put it. But it was like very profound stuff. And like that one little scene that I just didn't expect to come out of that. I'm like, whoa. And then the ending of the movie just felt like, you know, they were fighting for peace, but it still felt like, you know, there still wasn't any peace. Ugh. I don't know, so like it's a pretty entertaining movie, more entertaining than I thought. But what I have noticed that in that version and the Brave and the Bold, like Batman has like a huge soft spot for Catwoman. It's like, it's like, man, I really want her. Yeah, because there was a scene that he's like totally want to go down on her. It's like it was just like, whoa, this is getting like pretty it's getting pretty hot in here, guys.
That
Jeez.
tension.
Yeah.
Well, I think I heard, like, recently in the comics, like, that Batman asked her, like, proposed to her or something. I'm not sure. I think I heard something along those lines.
Yeah.
Recently.
Yeah, and then yeah, Brave the Bold is like that also, where he just like really wants her to the point where it's like flirting on the job, and Green Arrow's just like, whoa, man, are you flirting with her? Like she's just like, no, I like justice.
It's like, the only lady for me is Lady Justice.
Oh, he just reminded me of that other line. It's like, you wouldn't hit a lady with you. Justice is unisex. And then he punches her.
I remember I saw that line as a kid. I was actually wondering about that. Because, like, you know, I like to think of myself as a good boy. So, like, when I saw that scene, I'm like, yeah, Batman, what are you going to do? He's like, the hammer of justice is unisex. So I'm like, oh. Thank you, Batman. Now I know next time I'm in that kind of situation.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go back and watch. Well, I need to watch some of the Adam West show because I need to buy those. Because I think I might rewatch Brave and the Bold and that back to back. Because well, the only Batman show I need to finish is The Batman. Because I never saw that in its entirety. But I
I just
saw.
never liked the Joker in that one.
Yeah, and everyone's on the fence about that show more than any other Batman.
I mean, like, I would watch the occasional episode. It was, like, fine. I think I only remember, like, the movie for it, which was, like...
The Dracula?
Yeah. Which I remember as a kid I thought was really hardcore, because that one scene where, like, they're in this blood bank.
Yeah, that scene.
And I'm like, they're showing blood.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, fun fact. That movie did not premiere on Kids WB. It premiered on Cartoon Network.
Yeah, that's where I saw it.
Yeah,
and I'm like, I thought that was pretty hardcore. That and Sonic the Shadow of the Hedgehog. I'm like, oof.
Yeah. I
Too edgy for me.
Just like...
I mean, you guys don't understand. As a kid, I was like a really clean snowflake. Like...
Snowflake.
Snowflake.
Yeah, so Adam West has passed, but I don't know. I remember some of the things he mentioned that he was like very typecasted because he couldn't, get other jobs or anything. Because if you think about it, even in Family Guy and Fairly Odd Parents, he was still like referenced as Batman in some way or form.
Yeah, that's what I always found funny. They'd always be like, TV's Adam West. Like, not just Adam West, like TV's Adam West.
Yeah, or Mayor West, but it's like all these variations.
Yeah. But, may he rest in peace.
Yeah, he'll still be known for Batman. I'm not sure what else he's done, but, being known for Batman's not a bad thing.
Yeah, I know. And, again, I think probably one of my favorite, like, of the live-action Batmans, personally.
Because I think the more I think about it, isn't that version of Batman... Well, it's kind of weird. There's, like, three versions that sort of brought... I guess... It's strange. It's like whenever Batman comes back, it's sort of like a revival for himself because like Adam West was sort of the one that really brought him back, like around that time period, and then it wasn't until like The Dark Knight Returns by Frank Miller that brought him back to the more serious side, and then Tim Burton brought him back, and then Batman Begins brought him back after animated series have ended, Justice League and all that stuff has been gone, and then this current revival is like, what is your current revival, Batman? Like Justice League Action?
There's Justice League Action, which is, is nice, kind of. I've been watching it. Yeah. Like 5 new episodes came out the other week just out of nowhere. I thought the show was like canceled somehow.
Well, I haven't even kept track of anything, so I haven't seen nothing really.
Cartoon schedules these days are just, they're shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah, last week was a bunch of Clarence, like, throughout the whole week.
Like, see, like, just out of nowhere.
Yeah.
How are you supposed to keep track of this?
Yeah, because did you see the Clarence Stormy special? Because that thing was like, I really wish that was the last episode because that was a pretty good way to end, but it probably isn't.
I haven't really been keeping up that much his cleanse. But
yeah.
like,
The Stormy special is like over an hour long.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's pretty long because when I sat down and watched it, it started from 3 and ended at 5. But obviously commercial breaks and all that. I'm like, oh damn, this was a good thing. It was pretty hilarious too. But yeah, and Batman, like I guess the Batman kind of brought him back a bit, but I don't know, maybe not because a lot of people didn't like the Jackie Chan character designs, and the I guess Brave and the Bold, people were still on the fence about that too because it wasn't a serious Batman per se or dark version. I guess that's a better word for it. It wasn't a dark version, but it was a serious, campy Batman. You know,
I think people like sleep on Brave and the Bold too much because like
it was pretty much a Justice League show, really.
And like it pretty much represented everything from Batman. It was campy, but it had its more darker, serious episodes. Yeah. And then it introduced me to a lot of other DC heroes I didn't know about. Like it introduced me to Blue Beetle. Like I didn't know who Blue Beetle was.
Yeah.
So I saw, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people did either. And then I found out like, oh, he's Hispanic. I'm like, whoa, cool.
Yeah, I was familiar with the other Blue Beetle because he was friends with Booster Gold. Because there was this one custodian, I guess, that in middle school that would like talk about us about comics, and he was the one that told me about like the whole Blue Beetle and Booster Gold thing. That was around the time Justice League Unlimited was airing.
That's cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, Brave and the Bold was pretty good. But like with Batman these days, like I'm pretty sure like everyone just knows who he is, so it's kind of like his character is already set in stone. Everyone kind of familiar.
Yeah.
Not really much to add to him anymore.
Yeah, because it was pretty much introducing a bunch of characters and obscure villains like the Weeper. Like he's never appeared in anything else from our. But then again, like I only found out recently that Super Friends was actually much longer than I thought.
Oh really?
Yeah, because it goes into other series, which you know it's still the same show, but the title's completely different. And it went all the way up to like the 80s, I think, if I'm correct.
Oh wow!
So yeah, it lasted a long time, but I want to say it was like 4 or 5 different series because even Cyborg was actually there.
Oh really?
Yeah. Yeah, so...
Cyborg's gonna be in Justice League. I keep on forgetting about that.
Yeah.
The new movie.
Yeah, it's like, oh yeah, Cyborg is part of the Justice League now.
Yeah, I know, it's so weird because you're just so used to him being in Teen Titans. I'm like, damn, not even Robin's in the Teen Titans. I mean, the Justice League. You think Robin would be like top spot for being like Batman's homie, but like
no.
Nah.
I got the Sonic and you got the Boom.
Actually, let me see the voice actor for Cyborg because I'm like, couldn't he just be the live action version too? He's pretty much done everything for it.
It's like everything Cyborg.
Might as well. Yeah, actually, looking at him, why not? Why not?
I am the only Cyborg. I am the only Victor Stone.
I mean, like, might as well.
Yeah.
Like, seriously, the more I look at him, I'm like, why didn't you just cast him? I mean, like, he's Cyborg. He's covered in, like, either CG or a costume, so it's not like he has to bulk up to get, like, the superhero body.
I guess. Yeah.
But, yeah, that's everything, well...
Everything DC, I guess, because... Oh, yeah, because I don't know if I said this earlier, or maybe I might edit the stuff in. Okay, basically what we do is that we talk about the news first, then we talk about the episode anime stuff that we've been watching, but I guess the only other... There's a couple other quick pieces of news, like Golgo 13, like Takao Saito, the author of Golgo 13, has created his own Takao Saito Golgo 13 trophy, a manga award.
You see, I was reading that, and like the award is literally called the Golgo 13 Award. I'm like, come on, you couldn't just...
Yeah, it's like Tezuka has his award.
Yeah, I would accept like a Saito Award, but no, this is the Golgo 13 Award. I'm like, oh, okay.
He's looking for his successor, Golgo 14.
Oh. Because like, the Tezuka Award's not called the Astro Boy or the Atom Award.
Yeah.
It's just called Tezuka. But then again, it's shaped like Adam, so...
I
I
guess.
guess.
Yeah, so basically the whole thing is like, the thing is it's a pretty tight restraint because you need to have like a whole successful entire volume between 2014, I think, and now. So I'm like, how many people actually fit into that credential? So it's a narrow window.
Let's see, 2014. When did Hero Academia start?
Yeah. Well, the thing is, it has to be for older audiences too.
Oh, right.
So yeah,
right.
it's like pretty much a sane. I'm thinking, well, I don't know what else has popped up around that time. And it has to like, and it couldn't have started before that. It has to start like from that time point onward. So like anywhere between that gap, but like let's say you had a Sailing series that's 10 volumes long already by the time before 2014. I'm like, nope, you're not eligible to participate. So I'm like, what the hell?
Well, knowing how like it goes on in Japan, whatever wins is probably gonna be this manga that's not even translated.
Yeah, probably, or something we never heard of.
And like when it shows up in the newsroom, we're like, oh, never heard of that series before.
Yeah, like that time we once heard of Devilly Man. I'm thinking like, what?
Yeah,
It's like, what was that?
Is it a spinoff? Is
Yeah,
it a spinoff I didn't know I wanted?
Yeah, it sounds like a perfect parody. Devilly Man. But yeah, so there's that. But I just like the picture they took of him because it just looks like because you see Gold 13 standing behind him, and all I can think about, man, that's either his stand or that's like outside there's a mafia boss and Gold 13's like his number one man. It's like,
I mean, like in most pictures I see of Saito, Golgo's always behind him. So like maybe he is his stand.
It's like, don't stand behind me, except you, Golgo. You can stand behind me. Okay. I trust you.
It's like, oh, Saito's coming in the building. Hurry, someone get a Golgo statue.
Get his Golgo statue. He takes it everywhere with him.
It's like, some people have body pillows. I have a statue.
It's his bodyguard. In case bullets, Golgo can block him for me. It's like, I don't know, if I was a real person, I'd be like, look out, Mr. Saito. Like,
it's like you're always there for me, Golgo.
You're like the son I never had. I don't know.
And just Golgo just stares at him.
Yeah, the one time he shed tears. Like,
he's crying in the inside.
Yeah, so that news happened, but I want to say something else happened, but I don't remember.
Oh, I know. Inferno Cop Season 2 was officially announced.
Oh yeah, after how many years?
It's been too long for our savior to come back.
Yeah.
I mean, we're talking about real heroes that fight for justice. I mean, watch out, DC and Marvel. I mean, the real heroes coming back.
Yeah. Yeah, he had that one. Well, he did have that one cameo in Space Patrol Luluco, so there's that.
Yeah.
Well, that and what was the other one's name? Like the other one.
Overjustice?
Yeah. What was his name?
No, that was his name, Overjustice.
Oh, Overjustice. Oh, okay, I forgot.
And it's in his name.
Yeah, Overjustice.
Remember, the director was even saying, no one in the universe, not just the world, the universe, loves justice as much as Overjustice.
That's a pretty big universe in Luluco too, so.
You think you love justice? Trust me, you don't. This guy does.
Yeah. Yeah, man, he's got the best glasses too, man. Like, I mean, fuck it, like, Overjustice is so over, he doesn't have to move. You don't even need animation for him. It's like...
And like, when he does move, the animation just gets so intense.
Yeah. I'm like, oh shit, he's moving.
I just love it so much. It's so good.
Overjustice! Justice is over!
Justice gun morphine.
Oh yeah. I'm kind of wondering if they're gonna bring gun. I don't know why. Now I'm just kind of hoping there's a gun morphine in Little Witch Academia.
I mean, there is that crossover that showed in the Expo one time, so I'm hoping that sees the light of day outside. Because unless you were in that Anime Expo in 2015, you don't really know how that went down. But yeah, Inferno Cop. See, what I'm questioning though is that it took this long for season 2 to come out. So is it going to be properly animated, or are we still getting that signature style?
I don't know. But speaking of like cons, I mean Expo, like Infinity Force gave some news about that.
Oh
Yeah, that apparently in this Anime Expo they're gonna premiere the first episode, and I think it said something along the lines that also that the episodes were gonna be like hourly. I think I don't know. But the point is, I'm like, shit, I don't think I can watch it. Like, I want to see it so bad.
yeah. Expo's in like California, right?
I don't know. The point is, like, I don't think I can make there in time.
Yeah,
I don't have the
Expo's
money.
like,
I don't have the money to get there or the transportation. Because I feel like I'm gonna be
I know
like one of
there's
the.
some expos there in Texas.
I don't know. I feel like I'll be one of the only people that'll be like, yeah, I know who these characters are. I don't know. I kind of picture it's gonna be like no one's gonna show up, type of thing.
Well,
Like,
I mean, there's probably like older anime fans
hope.
that like know their shit.
Yeah, because I was pretty upset with the character designs because I remember a couple years back, like a year ago, they did release a manga version for Infinity Force, and they show like character designs and what they look like, and they seem to have used those same designs. I think for this anime version.
Yeah, actually, like let's just go through it because like I'm looking at them right now, and like I mean like the what you call it, Captain Eagle.
Candy Eagle.
That's not his name.
Captain Eagle. It's like,
yeah, Captain Eagle.
you sure you're not talking about Captain Falcon?
Captain Eagle.
Captain Eagle. Bum, bum, bum. Eagle punch!
I mean, like, if you wanted, like, I'm surprised the English dub could have just called him, hey, it's Captain Eagle.
Yeah, he's an eagle in, like, I think in Eagle Riders. I think that's when he's an eagle. Because all the different dubs change the birds for whatever reason. Every single one, which I'm like, whatever. But, yeah, to me, Candy Eagle's the only one that looks right to me.
Like, he looks fine.
Yeah, because, I mean...
his original design I was never that crazy about.
Well,
like, the hair.
I
don't know.
I hated the hairstyle at first, but it just grows on you the more you watch Gotcha Man.
I'm guessing.
Yeah,
I'm guessing.
Yeah, it just grew on me, but I'm like... Well, actually, if you think about it, what I found out looking at the Tatsunoko fight character selection, I'm thinking, wait a minute, they all look the same. And I barely realized that all the, like, Kashan especially, like, in the first episode, when you can see his hair, he's pretty much looks like Candy Eagle. Pretty much.
Oh.
And then, same thing goes for, like, Tekka Man's, like, human form. Like, he has a different hairstyle, but it's the same face, and I think Polymer might look like him too, but obviously his hair is different, but,
Then again, it's like, Tatsunoko is recycling so much.
Yeah.
Like, I'm assuming it's all the same people working on this. I mean, look how, like, a lot of Go Nagai characters look the same.
Yeah, and then Tezuka characters too, and obviously Leiji. Like,
oh.
Yeah, all the blonde women in the world. That's like the only thing the universe has. It's blonde women, that's it.
I don't know, these, like, 80s and 70s space series, that was, like...
60s also, I guess, but...
Yeah, like, blonde women in space.
It's like, yeah. It's like, I sure like me these blondes. These foreigners. They look pretty, but... But, what was I going with this? Oh yeah, and the other thing is, like, in the original 70s, like, Candy Eagle and Tekka Man have the same voice actor, so...
Oh.
Yeah, so, like, it's like, because I'm watching Gatchaman F right now, and I'm thinking, I'm getting just Tekka Man flashbacks of the way he's just saying things. I'm like, But yeah, like, okay, I found this out also, but I'm not sure if this was exclusively for the anime or, like, from the very beginning. They mentioned on the Crunchyroll version of the news that, the costume designs and the designer for, the way they look outside of costume were done by two different people.
They look it, because, like, I'm looking at the, guy for Tekka Man, the Joji Minami.
Mm-hmm.
The dude looks like he just walked out of some yaoi manga.
Yeah, because he looks like, he looks like what Katsura Matsukazu, I forgot his name, but the guy who makes Zetman and Tiger and Bunny, like, the designs for those, it just looks like something he would draw. And the same thing goes for, like, especially the Tekka Man, the Minami Joji and the Kashan, because they have, like, this, like, I don't know, just like obviously like a handsomeness to them, but at the same time there's like a bit of a feminine quality.
Right.
Yeah. Because it also reminds me of the, it reminds me also of the Amon, artist for the Dark Side of Devilman a bit. Only,
right.
just without the, lipsticks.
Right.
Yeah, because, the thing is I find strange is Polymer's, like, why is he wearing camouflage?
Yeah, like, I mean, then again, Polymer's design is always so radically different from anything. Like,
Yeah.
I remember the Holy Blood OVA.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that was like, so, like, whoa, that doesn't even look like the same guy.
90s!
They can't even try. Like, they 90s and
yeah, and I was like, that's not, I don't think that's the same person. Oh, actually, a fun fact.
Radical.
Oh yeah, fun fact. You know who voiced him in the 90s? Toriko.
Oh.
Yeah, Nube as well. So I'm like, yeah, he was Polymer. And well, that was awesome.
And also, like, his dog. Like, why does the dog look so, like...
Yeah, Baron is like, why is he like... He still has, like, a pretty noticeable face, but he's so tiny in comparison to, like... he was fucking, Beethoven.
He was like a Saint Bernard, yeah.
Yeah, he was a Saint Bernard dog, and so he was like a pretty big dog, so like, why is... And then,
Shippy dog.
Oh yeah, then again, recent voice actor, like, Baron's voice in the Japanese, it was voiced by Tonsura. So, there you go, it's like, just recycle everybody, everyone gets it. Oh yeah, and then, Kenji Utsumi, he was actually also, besides being Breaking Boss, in Tekken Man, he was like one of the main scientists in that show, basically, so.
I mean, I think it's safe to say that if you were working for Tatsunoko back in the day, you had a job.
Yeah, also Kenji. Also Kenji was like was also like this cop in the Speed Racer anime.
Oh.
So like, yeah, he actually has gone around places.
Actually, now that I think about it, I mean, we're looking at these designs and everything, but like, they're hand drawn and everything. But like, Infinity Force is going to be a CG. So
yeah,
it'd be interesting seeing how these designs translate to that.
Yeah, because we've only seen the costumes. We haven't seen any human. Well, we have seen one girl very briefly in the trailer, but you only see her from the back. So I don't know how the human people look per se.
And then again, like, how much are we going to be seeing them out of costume? Because then again, like, for Kashan, if it's like the same Kashan as the original, he shouldn't be able to get out of costume.
Yeah, it's like, no, the costume stays on. Like, I am the costume.
The costume's like, will come off.
Yeah, because
the faceplate will be removed, but like.
Yeah, because I'm thinking like, you shouldn't have a human form. You're not human anymore. It's like
you're no longer human. That's
gone. I don't know. This is kind of. It's not.
Which I'm kind of hoping for, because like out of all the designs, the Tetsuo ones, like the one I'm like, it's
the Tekken Man one. Well, the thing is, like, admittedly, the original Tekken Man was like a pretty over the top design when he's out of costume, because they're wearing like these like very like tacky like space uniforms with spikes and all that. So and all these stripe colors. It's a pretty out there look. And then his hair too is like they look like horns. Yeah, I mean Nami Joji's like oof.
Yeah, so this one's a much calmer.
Yeah, but at the same time, like I don't know, that's like it doesn't make me think of him, like especially Polymer either. Like the thing is what confuses me about the camouflage is like your dad was like a cop, not a military personnel.
I mean, like this one just looks like a rebel.
Yeah, it's like.
And like with his hair, like this is the kind of dude that just looks like he hangs out at like Starbucks all the time. Like I don't know.
I don't know. And then like to me, Joji looks like a hipster to me. Like
glasses.
Joji looks like a hipster, and Kashan makes me think of like Z-Man, really, like when he's like out of costume.
No.
Yeah, because even the jacket, the shoe. Like, the only thing missing is that if he had sandals instead of shoes. So I'm like.
That's true.
Yeah, so I'm like, I don't know. The one that bothers me the most is Kashan.
Ken looks like the most normal. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like he could be like in a Lupin show, and you.
Oh yeah, because of the blue.
Yeah, the blue jacket and the
Actually,
tie.
His tie is the same color. It's red, like blood red.
Yeah, it's like because actually that's the other thing that I think that's the other reason why Candy Eagle design works, because his colors match his costume.
Right.
Yeah, it's a blue, white, and red. It's like
I guess the Cashin one kind of.
Yeah, it has it too, but I'm like, I don't know. Because the thing is, like, they did mention, like, way back that those are supposed to be the same characters as the 70s show, but I'm wondering, is it still following the same continuity? And that's the big question, because, I mean, I'm kind of wondering, are we going to see all the same villains too? Like, are we going to see Breaking Boss, Galactor, and freaking, well, I guess the Tekken one will be Will Daster, but then again, for Polymer, I'm like, the Turtles?
For Polymer, it's like, who's gonna...
I mean, like, the most important ones were, like, the Lizards, because that was the origin, and then, the Turtles for, like, the last 2 episodes. Well, then again, I like the Turtles. I don't know, I like the Turtles the most just because of how creative they were with those shows.
I mean, like, I just remember watching it. I'm like, are these really people in costume? Like, I remember when I saw those bird people.
Yeah.
I'm like, are these really bird people, or are these people in costumes?
Yeah, I know.
Like, no, they're in costume. I'm like, what the fuck kind of costume is this?
Yeah, it's like Scooby-Doo. It's like, they don't really look like they're in costume in some episodes. And then, like, even the rats, especially, I don't think those are costumes, guys.
Like, I think these are, like, mutants, man.
Yeah, exactly. When I was seeing the birds one with the hat, the first thing I was thinking, wow, Darkwing Duck has seen better days. Let's get dangerous, King Polymer.
Polymer just beats the shit out of him. Just like...
Well, like, oh no, he's
wondering for the show, like, Polymer's just gonna be beating down some guys, and then, like, Kent's going like, Polymer, stop it. It's like, no, he's not beating the shit out of him.
He deserves it. Actually, I was also thinking about, like, wait a minute, how is the power balance gonna work in these 4 heroes? Because, I'm still haven't finished Gatchaman, so I don't know if, like, Candy Eagle gets, like, some fucking serious power-up. Because there's just some things in the Gatchaman OVA that I don't understand, like, how these techniques work. And I'm assuming that's stuff that happens in F. And with F, I'm only, like, I forget how many episodes in, but, like, around in the double digits, like 14, 15 for me, I think. Because in Gatchaman F, they do, Gatchaman now has the Gacha Fencer, which is a sword.
No.
The thing is, I kind of like it and I kind of don't, because what it uses, it uses their new ship, the Gacha Spartan. Even though it's called that, it's not as cool as you think it would look like.
No.
Yeah, so the Gacha Spartan, like, it powers up the sword, so the sword is basically strong enough to cut through a mecha. And this is like a normal size sword, by the way. So it's a pretty cool image, because you see Ken riding his ship, and he's like sort of doing a Tekkaman thing, where he's like flying around the giant mecha monster and cutting it down as he's flying. And then in one recent episode that I saw, Ken was actually lit on fire when he did that. So he's like sort of like a phoenix cutting through things. So it was pretty cool, but what I hate about it is the sword's not powered up. Like, any regular thug could just deflect the sword. It just becomes like a regular sword. So I'm like, it's just weird. Like, yeah, this sword can cut through mecha, and then when you're fighting a regular person, like, oh. So that's the only thing I know that Ken has done, because I was actually wondering if Tekkaman might be the strongest one here. Or because, Polymer is also raised as a question. Especially with their time limit stuff.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, because Polymer has like 47 minutes, Tekkaman has 30, but what makes me curious about Tekkaman is that most of the time you only see him fight in space. So, and there's only been like a few episodes where you see him fight in the ground. So I was kind of wondering if he's like really fast or really heavy in the bottom, because there was one scene towards the end of the Tekkaman that his Lancer is actually pretty fucking heavy. Because he dropped it like on some like aliens and they couldn't pick it up. Like, they're all like down for the count. So I was kind of wondering exactly, and like if he was a heavy character or if he could still like move around freely on gravity, in contrast to outer space where he could just leap around everywhere. And then his Tech Lancer seems to be able to cut through fucking anything. And then he has the Volteca, which shoots like this giant laser, like all across the fucking thing. And then he could also rain it down from like the sky if he shoots it with the Lancer. And then I was thinking about it because Polymer, he just has a lot of physical attacks, but you know he's got the drill and shit. So, and
yeah,
then
he just transform.
yeah, and then it's kind of weird because they all have their own weaknesses. Because you know Gatchaman is the most human of the bunch, obviously, and then you know Tekkaman's got the 30-minute time limit. Polymer 47 minutes. Kashan, you know, fucking solar powered energy. He's gonna run out, and if he runs out, he's like, well, that's it. But then again, like physically, I think he probably could do some. Well, maybe do some more because even if you think about it, you got Frender and Pegas, and because Frender, you know, he could just help out Kashan to go against Polymer, assuming they are gonna fight. Because I don't know. I mean, maybe they will fight each other because that'd be kind of cool.
The way the plot sounds like they just team up, but like
you never
how
know.
it is with every superhero gathering. There's gonna be like, hey, don't do this.
Yeah, like who's this guy?
I'm gonna do this.
Yeah, because I mean, they could easily mistaken each other for like a villain from another show. Yeah, because I mean, Kashan could look at Tekkaman and be like, "Oh, is he a robot from Breaking Boss?" And Gatchaman could look at Polymer. Yeah, Gatchaman could look at Polymer and be like, "Oh, it's the one must be a Galactor agent." And then because sure, Tekkaman Blade's like probably the strongest one though.
Oh.
Yeah, because Blade, like I posted a tweet. He survived a fucking nuke.
Oh.
He just walked it off.
Well, didn't Kashan kind of do that one episode?
Well, I think he did too, but then again,
I don't think it was a nuke. But
yeah, because there was this robot thing. It was supposed to wipe out all robots, but he still like survived it. But I don't know whether it's because since he was a cyborg or it's just because of sheer willpower that he managed to live. So I don't know. I like it that they leave it vague.
Yeah, but like I haven't finished the original Kashan yet, but like he's pretty durable.
Yeah. I mean, he's seen some a lot.
I mean, the guy's tearing through robots with bare hands.
Yeah, so, that's true. I mean, well, then again, you have Polymer, who's pretty strong too, because I mean, he can take fucking bullets.
Yeah. Polymer, I think, could probably do the same thing. Like, he could probably tear through a robot. I mean,
like
in the first episode, he's pushing people through like golden walls.
Oh yeah, that's right. He was smashing gold.
I mean, like, again, I'm no death battle analysis person, but like, I'm pretty sure that requires a lot of force.
He has a force of 10 megatons, so I don't know. I don't know, and then...
Yeah, like, he has like 40,000 PSI.
And his grip strength alone is like... And then, like, fucking Tekkaman also, I mean, his Tech Lancer could... This guy wrecks UFOs like it's nothing, so, like, shit.
Yeah, and then, UFOs, it's like alien metal that's, like, stronger than our human metal.
Yeah, then Sydney goes for Galactor, because they have, like, all these advanced technology, and the Gacha Fencer can cut through it, and then... Well, I'm assuming with Gatchaman it might be different, because, they're a fucking team, and then the same thing goes with their tools. They have vehicles. So they use a lot of more weapons under their disposal. But then again, I guess it's fair, because technically all the other three heroes have vehicles, too. Kashan has Frender, Tekkaman has Pegas, and then Hurricane Polymer is the vehicle.
See, that's another interesting aspect, because like most of the other guys beside Ken, well, then I guess maybe Tekkaman, like Casher and Polymer, they're not really team players, so that'd be like an interesting dynamic to have. Yeah. They're not used to being in a team.
Yeah, Kashan's always fights alone because I mean there really was no one to fight with.
And like the ending always says it. If no one will do it, if like Cashin doesn't do it, no one will.
Yeah, it's like oh shit. Yeah, because I mean, Tekkaman actually had a team. They're the Space Knights. The thing is, they're pretty. I feel they wanted to turn into like their own Gatchaman version of Sight, but just with Alien. Well, then again, Galactor was originally an alien, so whatever. I don't know, but it just never happened with Tekkaman. Because I mean, I seen more teamwork in the first Tekkaman than with Blade, like out in the field type of stuff. But Yeah, so Infinity Force, like, which we should probably explain to the very beginning, it's actually a superhero crossover that's coming out.
I mean, if you watch previous episodes of this podcast, you probably know about it.
Yeah, Infinity Force, like, I'm hyped for it, but I'm like, shit, it could have got a sneak peek in July, but I'm like, gotta wait till October.
Yeah.
Fucking.
Like everybody else.
Yeah, it's like, shit. I wonder if they would give some Tatsunoko merchandise as well, like, maybe I could get some other neat stuff from other shows.
I mean, usually on those expos, that's what you do. You get all that sweet merchandise.
That's like the only reason I want to go now, just for that. Oh, shit.
Yeah, I have to wait for my anime convention, which is like in October. Assuming they still have it. I haven't heard any news for it, but I'm hoping they do. It's fun. Plus, I got like a Mazinger Z like coffee mug, so that's always cool.
Now I'm starting to think now I'm wondering like what if Karas or fucking Yatterman are actually tougher than these four heroes.
I'm actually surprised they didn't get Karas, considering he's like the newest guy. And bring him on here.
Well, I think they just wanted to do the 70s one because I think all of these are done by the original founder, like Tatsuo Yoshida.
Right.
Yeah, because Karas was Karas was not his original creation, so maybe that's the reason.
Right.
The only other ones the only other two characters I could expect would be like, Speed Racer and Yatterman. Since they're like from that time period. But yeah, I think we probably went on enough with Infinity Force.
Yeah, I mean, Code's basically filled up this whole podcast with that.
I don't know, maybe I could divide this into two separate podcasts, maybe. I don't know. Because I guess the next step would just be pure episodic stuff. Yeah, let me just write down like...
Yeah, let me just get my notes.